Indications are that the mysterious group of pirates will continue its offensive for the foreseeable future. Recapping our top story of the day. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, the city center was attacked by a group of unknown pirates who demanded they be given the keys to the caves and tunnels underneath our island. The mayor has refused to give in to their demands and is currently under siege alone in City Hall. Local police are helpless in front of the power of the pirates' weapons. It may be only a matter of time before City Hall is destroyed. Hopes are rapidly fading as... I've just been handed this update, viewers. It appears that the robots and machines being used to lay siege to the city have been destroyed by a single young boy. And now, that same boy has come through the gate and is heading towards City Hall. Wait! There he is! I can see him! He really is alone! Can this lone hero save the mayor?
So, welcome to what is my least favorite boss fight in this game. Quote-unquote boss fight.
Mission start!
There are particular robots that attack City Hall, and if City Hall is destroyed, then you lose. There are certain robots that'll just go around and attack whatever. But there are only a certain number of robots that can be on the ground at any given time, and they are brought by the ones that are flying around trying to bomb me right now. So, your objective is typically to get rid of them as quickly as possible so that when you destroy the ones on the ground, they don't come back. But the ones flying around have quite a bit more HP, and as they drop bombs, you can either shoot the bombs and make them explode as they're attacking you, or as you saw there, they'll hit you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you see this? The City Hall is catching fire!
So there are only, I think, 2 currently on City Hall, but they're still doing quite a bit of damage. The flying one that went to replace the one I destroyed came back with a red one, which instantly goes for City Hall, but I did not notice in that cutscene as I was playing that it dropped one off that went to, like, the front left of the building. So that one's now pounding on the front of the building, as I have these flying ones after me. And again, there's only 2 over me because the other one went to replace that one I just destroyed again. And this is also a 2-parter boss thing. So once I defeat what's going on right now,
The fire seems to be spreading. Can our
stopping me from getting the health crystal in front of me, but now there's also 2 on the building again, because they just keep bringing back red ones instead of the yellow ones, which will go just like wander aimlessly.
You there! Those robots are being deployed by a flying carrier! You should go after that first if you want to stop them!
That is quite literally what I've been doing, and every time you start the cutscene, the ones beating on City Hall continue to beat on City Hall. So all that does is interrupt me.
City Hall is beginning to collapse! Our only hope lies with this mysterious hero. Good luck, stranger.
So all of the reds are currently gone. That one just brought back a yellow, but it's going to go pick up another one because I've been destroying them. So I basically just have to destroy what's on the ground and wait for that one to come back. And at the end of this, you can immediately go to like the mayor and pay for all the repairs. I do that later. But the less destruction they cause, the less the repairs cost. So there's also that destruction that was caused at the other side of the gate. Like the one house that was destroyed. this point, these are the only two on the ground I'm aware of. And then that flying one's coming back with another one. And you will see that it has I hit it once and it fell down. So I'm actually very annoyed as I'm continuing to do this, that one flew off with 1 HP to go pick up another robot. Try to go into City Hall. And it's Bon Bon. Somehow they're the Bon's brother, even though as far as I'm aware it's a robot. So the major weakness of Bon Bon is literally just running towards him. Like every time he does something, his attacks will always basically go over you if you just run towards him. If he shoots those rockets, they will run into each other if you run towards him. He'll like try to clap you. He'll just fly past you if you run towards him. The tongue thing will just go over you if you run towards him. These bosses are fairly simple. I really dislike the first part of this boss where you have to destroy all the robots. Always seems like no matter what you do, there's going to be a whole bunch of destruction. City Hall will always get beat down. I accidentally placed a mine there. And for whatever reason, that robot head is considered their brother.
Are you alright?
And it always does baby speak.
What the heck happened to Tron and Bond? They should have been back by now. Oh, those two! No, I told them they were in charge, so I won't worry. I'll let them take care of it themselves.
I would really like to know how old Teasel is supposed to be.
Look at the clock! It's almost time for my
Because Tron is supposed to be something like 14.
I almost missed it!
Next story. City Hall was attacked by a mysterious group of assailants this afternoon, but their offensive was beaten back by an equally mysterious young boy, pictured here on screen.
What? What? Who the heck is that blue boy? So Bond was defeated, but what about Tron? This is a potential disaster. We could end up losing a lot of money on this one. All right, it's obvious that I, Teasel Bond, will have to assume command. Who needs that key anyway? It might take some time, and it might take some money, but who cares? I'll use my ultimate digging machine, the Moral Wolf, to dig up the treasure myself. And I won't let any little blue boy get in my way either. Huh? Wait a sec. Bond's probably okay, but what about Tron?
Mission complete? Megaman! Megaman, are you okay?
I'm fine. Come on. Let's go find Gramps.
Right.
Being how long it's been since I played the game, I don't remember if you have less damage to City Hall if she says mission complete in a different way.
Megaman, roll! Sorry to give you a scare like that. Don't you worry, though. I'm as healthy as I ever was.
That's a relief. We were worried about you, Gramps.
With your help, we were able to keep those pirates from getting the key to the ruins. Thank you.
Amelia says she'll give us a digger's license as thanks for helping her. Now we'll be able to look for parts to fix the flutter.
I know it's not much, but it's the least I can do for you.
Excuse me. Your Honor, we got a new problem. Those pirates have started digging up the northern forest.
What? They weren't able to get the key, so they must be going after the treasure directly.
I'm amazed they'd go to that much trouble. Even if they are criminals, you've got to admire their persistence.
Who knows what will happen if they get their hands on the treasure? Inspector, I want you to arrest them immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the cop gonna do? I'd also like to point out how fucking efficiently they immediately started digging up that forest. I literally just dispatched them from this part of town, and the inspector's already like, they're digging it up. He literally just saw the news on the TV that I had destroyed those robots, and he already is digging it up, even though he was just in the crap.
Wait a
What is
minute,
their ship
Megaman.
called? The Gesellschaft flying.
I'm going with you. Look, Megaman. I fixed the car the junk shop owner gave us. I may not have been able to get it fixed in time to help you before, but next time, you can count on me.
Also, she just took a truck that's been abandoned for
There
how
goes
many
the
years?
inspector and his men off to get the
It
pirates.
has it running now.
I wonder if he'll be all right.
If they're using weapons like they did before, the inspector might have some trouble. Not to mention
that the pirates are likely to steal everything if they get there first.
Roll, I think I better go help them.
Be careful, Megaman. I'll wait for you in the car. If you find some parts that you think might be useful, bring them back to me. I'll get them fixed up and attach them for you.
Right. See you later.
Hey, here comes somebody else. He doesn't look like a police officer. Hey, it's that blue guy again. We'll show him, just like we showed that officer. We ain't gonna lose this time.
And the officer didn't even make it like 10 feet away from town before having his car destroyed by a tank. So I'm realizing that I also did not go back to get my HP refilled after the boss fight, and I think I have some parts that would allow me to make better secondary weapons. But I don't believe I do that for a little bit. And there's another police car parked next to this shed. I mean, yeah, they were literally destroying the city until I appeared. shouldn't be hiding in a shed outside town. One of the issues going in there is that everything is respawned. And this happens occasionally with the recording method I have for my PS3. For whatever reason, it'll cut out for a second or two. Usually happens like once every hour or two. I'm not entirely sure why. Because you need to have something to get through the copy protection that is built into the PS3's HDMI port, or use component or AV cables, and I don't have either of those. So I have something that gets rid of HDCP from my HDMI output on my PS3. And really sadly, thanks to the PlayStation Store closing for the PS3, you likely won't be able to get this game anymore after, is it July? Because the PS1 discs for the game are going for easily over $100, and the PlayStation Store for the PS3 is the only way you can get it digitally. I do believe it's slightly more expensive than other PS1 classics. I think it's $10 instead of the usual $6 or $7, because in the west part of the city, they use like an actual game developer's building in Japan as part of their scenery. So they actually had to pay licensing when they re-released the game on PSN to get by that. Got myself some new parts. Get myself some armor. And increase the size of my life gauge. I believe buying life gauge also refills your health. I'm not entirely sure right this second. Once I exit out of this menu, we will see. Yeah. Buying more health refills your health. So I don't think my attack increased at all, but I got more energy and more rapid. I believe those are the two stats that I got, or was it range? So now I'm firing far more shots per... there's like a cooldown period after you fire however many shots you can get off with how much energy you have. And I found the safety helmet, which I can take back to roll later, and that becomes the actual helmet, which in Megaman Legends just reduces how easily it is for you to be knocked down. But I find it pretty sad that they're getting rid of the PSP, PS3, and I think the Vita stores all at the same time. I have all three of those consoles, and I, for the most part, use them all frequently. In fact, there are even indie developers still making games for the Vita, and for the most part, they can only release them digitally. So I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work for them afterwards, because the Vita is a pretty good console. The thing's got like the graphics of the PS3 basically in a handheld console. And I bought a is it a Nyko NYKO power pack for my Vita. So the thing lasts me like 12 hours on a charge. And for, what, 8 years? It was the only way you could play Persona 4 Gold, which the Persona series is another favorite of mine. I don't think I could rant for 120 hours while playing a video game. The Persona games are very long. But I would highly recommend them if you have not played them. Persona 3, 4, and 5. Persona 3 is another one of those things that, unless Atlus decides to re-release it on PC, once they close the PS3 store, I'm not really sure how people are going to be able to get that because it's PS2 classic. I've seen it on Amazon before. I'm not entirely sure what the price of it is on there now. Pick up a flower. You can give that to Roll later as a gift. I'm not entirely sure if it does anything. I believe you also get a ring later that you can give to her, which seems slightly inappropriate when you both are 14 years old or so, and they basically treat you like family. But you can give your sister a flower and a ring. Through here, gonna get you some more loot. Ah, shit! Tricked me. It's just like playing Dark Souls all over again. I opened the wrong box. I've been playing a lot of new Atlus games lately, just because I've been enjoying the Persona series so much. I literally went on to Amazon at one point and just typed in Atlus games, and I think I picked up like 3 or 4 for my 3DS, which I think the 3DS is end of life now, isn't it? It was like, what are they? Devil Survivor Overclocked or whatever, and the second one, I don't remember if that's the exact name. It actually has the voice actor for Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist as one of the characters. And of course, there's the, I don't have them personally, but there's the Shin Megami Tensei games that Persona is supposed to be like originally a spin-off of, but as of Persona 4 Golden, they have removed the Shin Megami Tensei like nomenclature from Persona because it has actually become a more popular series than the series it was spawned from. Got a cannon kit. Gonna make me use the buster later. Sadly, I can't get up there yet. I don't have the spring boots, so that is as far as I can explore in here at the moment. Just checking around to make sure that there were no other doors on the ends there. I'm kind of like one of those small things fell off. I don't see it, so I guess it fell off and then exploded on its own when it got close to the ledge I was sitting on, because it should have just like deactivated and then just sat there. Anyway, in the next part, I am going to be ranting about things completely unrelated to these games, more about video game news, because I have an atrocious showing on this next boss, as I was waiting for certain cycles to happen and I just got supremely unlucky. There's a particular way you're supposed to fight this next boss, but you can also just essentially cycle it through a ranged thing on the platform, where it opens up a door on the back, and that's how you deal damage to it. It was not doing that for me, except for like 1 or 2 times where I was in range. So I had to do the fight the regular way, which becomes far more risky. And here I also do a safety save, and I think refill my HP. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this part, and I hope to see you in part 5, where I rant about completely unrelated things. See you next time.